Greetings, peace and blessings. Happy Friday. Oh my goodness, we made it to Friday. What a week it has been. We have shifted energies. It's like the light is starting to come. We're about to start moving into spring more rapidly, which is very exciting. Even though we are still in like the dead of winter, but we're going to be shifting soon. So today is Friday, and Friday is a Venus day. So the first thing I want to say is thank you already in advance for all of your donations. Venus Day is the day that I ask for people who benefit or who want to give, either financially or in any way, right? Thank you. How does this work support you? Whatever it is, just so that you create an energetic loop of benefiting from this work. And I understand that the work that I'm able to offer with the astrology and tapping into the energetics and how they feel in us, what they actually show up as. I understand that this work is valuable. It's valuable to me. I know it makes a difference for me to be able to understand where the moon is, and because the moon is the minute clock in our system. So where the moon is and what the energy is of the day and how to use it, because otherwise I will just think things mean something that they meant in the past. I will think a feeling is bringing me to some past experience. But when I understand the astrology, I get that there's a feeling that I'm having because there's something going on in the cosmos, and I can reassign it in a different way. And so I know how the astrology makes a difference in my life. And so my prayer is that it's making a difference in yours. And if it is, and if this benefits you, I encourage you to say thank you or donate. You can donate at my Cash App at $Monique Ruffin, or at my Venmo at @Monique-Ruffin. And I appreciate everything. I appreciate it all. I have no attachment to any of it, but I appreciate it all. And so today is a Venus day, and Venus is the planet that governs our emotions, our heart, how we love, how we relate to others, how we restore ourselves, how we relate to ourselves, right? Really, Venus, like love is truly about your relationship to yourself. How you feel is really about how you feel about yourself, and how you feel about yourself and how you love yourself then draws in experiences that come from externally from other people or environments that show you how you show up for yourself. That's what it does. That's what Venus is. Venus is a mirror. It says, so if you're in a relationship with somebody and it's not a pleasing relationship, it's because you're neglecting yourself in some way. If you have somebody in your life who's lying or, dishonest, it's because you're lying or dishonest to yourself in some way. You are overlooking yourself. So that's Venus. Venus is at the 5th degree of Aquarius today. And Aquarius is an energy of foreign. It's unknown. It's uncertain. It's also about our friends and organizations, right? So Venus and Aquarius will connect us to our friends and organizations and community. It's like it will create this affinity. That's what I'll say. That's the word that my doctor gave me. It will create an affinity where, affinity, the infinity sign like that, affinity, it's that energy that goes like that. So it's like the affinity that you have with others. And what's the give and what's the get? What's the give and what's the get? And so Venus in Aquarius it's really understanding that it's about freedom. It's about being able to be yourself in a relationship, not giving yourself over to the other person, not giving yourself over to the other energetic. It truly is this energy that says, who I am is necessary. So for me, what that's looking like is, I am in this space in my relationships where I am deeply loving myself. Like I get that I am, I'm a woman who is very open. Like I'm not really a monogamous woman. I have tendencies towards exclusivity, but it's just for the purpose of really understanding what my dynamic is with another person. But I could have many dynamics with many different people. They might be very intimate without being sexual. They might be sexual without being profoundly, deeply emotional. But I know who I am. I know who I am as a human. I know who I am as a woman. I also know who I am as a Black woman. And I know that my heart, the energy of my heart, because of my ancestry, is profoundly powerful because of what my ancestors endured to get me here. So I know that when I can stand in the power of love, of unconditional love, based upon my ancestral experience, that love will transmute anything in its presence if I hold it long enough in the spirit of love, because that is the power of my heart based upon how I have healed and transmuted myself because of my ancestry. So Venus in Aquarius says, be in your freedom to love, be yourself. Don't don't give yourself away. Don't collapse yourself. Like I hear, a lot of women will talk about, we lose ourselves in relationship. Venus in Aquarius is not fucking losing herself in relationship. Venus in Aquarius is like, I am myself. You take it or leave it. You like it or you don't, because I'm good with it. So that's what Venus in Aquarius is. And at the fifth degree is about extension. It's about, like, how can you be truer to yourself? How can you be more aligned with yourself? How can you be more unique? Like, really, that is it. And so what does that look like? And that's not an intellectual, that's not about, it's literally a deeper self-acceptance, right? It's like, so maybe there's an area in your life where you're still judging yourself. Let's see. Like I have had this experience, and I've been talking to you guys about the obsessions, right? That I have. And the moon is at the last degree of Scorpio, 29th degree of Scorpio. Scorpio is all about obsessions, jealousy, and all that sort of stuff. The moon at 29 degrees says, let's move on. We're moving on, right? So I literally am accepting that my tendency towards relationship up till now, or when I was up to the last couple of years, has been geared towards obsessing and yearning and desiring, because my feminine energy was misaligned. My feminine energy was geared towards the masculine that was outside of me, rather than geared towards the masculine that is internal and in my higher self. And so because of that, I have been not able to get my needs met, because the masculine who is on the earth plane, he cannot meet the feminine's needs. The feminine's needs gets met by the divine connection. And when the divine connection brings you a masculine person in the 3D reality, they will be exactly what you need, because the divine masculine knows exactly the ingredients, the history, the personality, the spirit that you need, or how many of them you need, because some of us need more than one, to meet you, to help you expand and grow and be who you're here to be. So I am seeing that there is a new way that I can be, because in the past, I have moved through obsession and love unrequited. And I'm asking myself, I'm moving on from that now. The moon at the 29th degree of Scorpio, I'm moving on from that now, but I don't know what I'm moving on to yet. You might not know what it's going to look like, but you know that you're moving on, and you open up your mind, your heart to the next possibility of what the unique expression of God will look like, or Goddess will look like through you. So Venus at the 5th degree of Aquarius, it's this freedom in relationship, freedom to be yourself, freedom to be aligned with your unique gifts, the blueprints. Like, one of my rules in partnership is I have a rule that I do not ask people to stop doing or being a certain way to make me comfortable. I feel like that's cowardice to be like, oh, you did that. Don't do that. That makes me feel a certain way. It's like, oh, you did that. And I feel a certain way. What is this I'm feeling? I wonder why I feel that way. Where'd that come from? So I live my life in my relationships, insisting that my partners be true to themselves, So I have spent a lot of time with men who really love women, who really love more than one woman, and how I feel in that experience when I'm with a partner who's also, loving another woman. I had this one relationship with this man. He was married. He had a wife, and he also had a girlfriend, and I was a girlfriend of his. And he was very enamored with one of his girlfriends, and he would talk to me about her, and I was friends with her as well. And I would just love to watch him talk about how much he enjoyed her. It was, just the things that they would do, because I got to see his heart be open. I got to see, and I noticed, it was like, oh, I could be jealous here, but I'm not. I'm actually so interested in what moves him, in what excites him, in what inspires him, that I want to know that. And I just love having partners be themselves so that I can really get to know them for real, and it doesn't have to be all centered on me. It just, like, that's boring to me. So I get to know who you are in relationships. This is my truth. That's not everybody's truth, but understand, because Venus in Aquarius says, be true to yourself. So one of the ways I'm true to myself is that I don't police my partners around who they are connected to romantically or who they're interested in, because I'm curious about their attractions. I'm curious about them. Why does that attract you? What about it is attractive? How do you feel? What does it make you want to do? Like, I'm interested in their humanity. So I don't want to shut their humanity off and make it be all about me. I'm also interested in how they show up with me, and that's a part of it, but it's not all of it. So with that, Venus at the 5th degree of Aquarius, extend yourself. Allow who you are to extend. And the 29th degree of Scorpio, the moon, we are moving on from our shadow. We are taking that shadow energy and shadow power and using it to create something new and magical and beautiful and alchemic, because that's ultimately what Scorpio is about. It's about alchemizing everything. So with that, thank you in advance for your donations. Thank you for your love. Thank you for signing up for the courses. Please sign up for the Mercury retrograde course. I would love to have 5 of you sign up for that course today, because we need to understand Mercury retrograde in Aquarius and how it's using the rituals to get yourself to move forward. I would love to have 5 of you sign up for it. And how about 3 of you sign up for the Rebirthing the Authentic Self course today? It's so easy to do. And it's so supportive, and it's going to change your life in incredible, beautiful ways. All right. Peace and blessings. I'm the Moon Mama. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.